right there. It is believed it was once the heart of a grand civilization. They are gone now, as is all life on the planet Baldus. And okay, that's enough of that. Good morning, folks. Here we are out in the parking lot again, and we will be out here tomorrow unless something drastic happens, which I doubt. So you're getting a bonus episode this week. Um, yeah, it's just amazing to me, some companies out there, their grand solution to save, cash is they'll cut a shift and just work with the one they have into the ground. But that's America. F yeah. Okay. So Freddy Fox added onto the cast for this coming season of Doctor Who. Everybody trying to get the inside scoop on Murata Sethu's character of Belinda, but it's like, I'm sorry, it's like they're trying to take a Jaws of life up against that clam of infinite size. It's just trying to get info out of Bad Wolf is near impossible. Like I said, I've been getting no info out of Bad Wolf directly, so it's like we're kind of in a blind spot here. So it's quite interesting, that I believe RTD mentioned working with this particular actor in Cucumber. I've never watched Cucumber, so I have no idea what the hell it's about. Is it about a cucumber? I'm hoping Miss Flood is not the master. I really don't want them to try that flim flam again because it's already been done, okay? And the funny part is, we had a member of the cast back then, and we're all going, dude, what? Missy's the master. No, she's not. But it was kind of obvious given the behavior of the character, the fact that they had access to Time Lord technology, then finally Time Lord tech, then finally admits that they're a time lady. So right there, we pretty much nailed it on the head, especially when she went ahead and revealed it. So yeah, it was kind of a giveaway that this was the master. I know a lot of people are pissed off because I died laughing because you had some folks who were just, sitting there in disbelief when it turned out Sacha Dhawan's character was the master. And of course, a lot of them were going, oh, that's a load of bull. He's back too soon. Blah, blah. Not already. Blah, blah. No, it's called Chibnall fooled you and you didn't like it. Hell, they fooled me, and I knew, I had heard that Sacha Dhawan was playing the master like 6 months before. But I didn't, I was like, okay, I've been fooled before, so I'm going to leave it on the rumor pile for now. And so they got me too, because even though I'd heard the name associated with the role. So like I said, I've never seen any of Freddy Fox's work, so I have no idea. Like I said, all I know is RTD was mentioning that on his Instagram the other day, that he had worked with this particular actor before in Cucumber, whatever the heck Cucumber's about. Yeah, well, I've listened to about every audiobook I have, I don't know how many times over. And I really don't want to begin the one series again because I'll be listening to it for years. I still have all the Deathland series from Graphic Audio saved away, and it's like they're up to chapter almost 160 something, and some of them things go for like hours long and some go, a bit shorter. But either way, it's a way to kill an evening or kill a work day. But it's like, if I start on that again, I'll be on it for years. So, I've been listening to a lot of podcasts lately, and it's amazing to me a lot of the info that's coming out there in the art, that people are finding now for archaeological sites and all that. And it's amazing how many things are being covered up, faster than a cat turd in a litter box. Well, except for my cat, he likes to go out there and take massive dumps and then not clean it to make sure he did it. He'll leave it sitting there in that litter box for God knows how long, and Usually Lady G has to go cover it up because he's sitting off in the corner giggling like a smartass. But okay, but the one guy from Bright Insight, if it's a YouTube channel I highly recommend if you're into mysteries of the past and just plain things they're finding in the archaeological record that makes no sense. They believe he's found the original location for Atlantis. Now, don't go running screaming, because guess what? It's not in the middle of the ocean, and it's been sitting right under our nose for years. I'm not kidding. It's on the east coast of Africa. No, sorry. No, it's on, wait a minute. It's on one of the coasts of Africa. It's not in the middle of the ocean. A lot of people have always come up with this theory and all that because when they originally talked about it, they said it's beyond the Pillars of Hercules and blah, blah, blah. But it turns out, no, it's not out in the middle of the Atlantic. It's right there, and it's in plain sight. Everything measures up. It's scary. Right down to the last description of the book. It's been sitting right there in plain sight on land for everyone to see. But I encourage you to go look this up. I can't remember the name of the site they found, but we're talking astronauts knew about this for years because if I remember right, you can see it from space. So, and everything that comes right out of that story matches up with this site. It's frightening. Also, given the fact of what happened at the end of the Younger Dryas, or Dryas, whatever it is, at the end of the ice, towards the end of the Ice Age, it's like it matches up. So go check it out. Well, I don't know if there is truly a biblical Garden of Eden. I think a lot of that's a parable, or maybe even a metaphor, because we got too big for our britches, basically. The tree of knowledge. And look where that's led. Well, it's just amazing to me. Everybody seems to think that our technological advancement is basically the same line as like the hypotenuse on a right triangle. It just goes like this when, come on, guys, take a look at what happened with the Roman Empire. Roman Empire and indoor plumbing. They had running water, hot and cold in some cities, depending if there were springs in the area and all that. And then, boom, you go right into the Dark Ages when Rome fell. They were building aqueducts, cities. It's believed that I think Rome had roughly the same population as London today, something like that. And then, boom, the empire fell. And look at the Egyptians, who I still don't believe the figures they're putting out, because when you go look at the king's list, they go back to the first pharaoh, the first dynasty, the king's list. But what they don't count is it goes before that, with dates, names, and all that. It goes into the Shem-Suhor, then it goes into the, I'm going to probably butcher this, then Natir or something like that. They're the ones that came before the followers of Horus, which is what Shem-Suhor stands for. And then before that were the original god kings, Isis and Osiris, who gave birth to the very first god king pharaoh, who was Horus. But if you add all those up, it adds up to like 32 to 34,000 years. They don't want to talk about that because that would mean dynastic Egypt as we know it. And like they're like, the proof is there of a massive civilization that built megalith and all that at that period of time. It's like, dude, Göbekli Tepe blew that whole little ship out of the water. And guess what they're doing now? They're turning it into a tourist trap. Gunung Padang, which they're not sure how old that site is. They just found cavities inside it, but they refuse to go see what's in them. Same thing with the Great Pyramid. They now know there's a massive chamber above the Grand Gallery, and they won't go look. They won't even send a camera in there. Well, that Iraq is where the the area we called Mesopotamia used to be, Kingdom Sumer and stuff like that. So, and like I said, they can't explain how, look at that, 6,000 years ago or more, you had Sumer, which had multi-level buildings, a democratic government, animal husbandry, crop rotation, what do you call it, laws, what do you call it, they had a cuneiform alphabet of like 480 something characters. They had a number system that was base 60 called sexagesimal, and boom, they were gone. I'm a homeless fella. I live in my Jeep. Look, no, I'm not. Trust me, there are some days, like I said, there are a lot of the folks out there who are homeless, though, are not there by choice, of course. It's a lot of these folks have problems, and sadly, a lot of them are veterans. People who fought and bled for this country, yet who are we giving homes to? People who just showed up yesterday. Ugh. 4-star hotels and shit like that. It's just... But oh well, I digress. I'm just saying, it's just weird, all the new shit we're finding out. I know, because Saddam Hussein thought he was the reincarnation of Nebuchadnezzar. Guy was a nutball. It was like... But what amazes me is this. We have a lot of the Sumerian texts, and maybe 5% of them has been, deciphered and translated. It's because these guys wrote their stuff in the tablets. And those tablets, a lot of them survived. But what can you do? A lot of those are in Iraq. It's kind of like the chambers they found below the Sphinx. It just happened to match what Edgar Cayce said. But are they going to send anything down there to check them, even a camera? No. And also, when they were doing one of these big specials, I'll never forget it, because they had the guy who was in charge, Dr. Zahi Hawass, the guy who's probably done more to... guy's a jackass, I'm sorry. He's standing there right in front of this tunnel and goes, this tunnel, and, blah, blah, this, and guess which way that tunnel headed for? The Sphinx. And guess what happened? They blocked it off. They blocked it over. Which makes me wonder, there were rumors that they had actually found the tomb of Khufu. And that's a problem. Because if they found the tomb of Khufu, that means that big, funky thing that you've been pointing at, that great pyramid you've been saying is a tomb all this time, it wasn't. But all I can say is this, we got, Freddy Fox has been announced for Series 2. That's been confirmed now and all that. Like I said, I don't know a whole lot about the actor. I've never watched Cucumber, so I have no idea what the hell they're talking about. So it's just, great that, Series 2 is coming. I have no idea. Like I said, I haven't really been spending much time on YouTube as much other than listening to podcasts, because every time I flip on there's some stupid imbecile with another big thumbnail saying, the show's dead. Disney's pulling out. Disney's pulling out faster than a teenage boy on prom night. Oh. Well, yeah, I've never seen the images of an Alaskan pyramid. Like I said, it's just amazing all the things we're finding. Like they believe they found a meteorite crater that's near Antarctica. It's underwater, I believe, and it's like over 100 and something million years old, which means it happened before the dinosaurs. Which means you've got to be... Oh, that's right, yeah. They did mention, yeah, that I think he was in House of the Dragon. Thanks for reminding me of that, yeah. I have not watched House of the Dragon. It's not that I'm not a... It's not that I have anything personal against Matt Smith. It's just I'm getting tired of prequel series. I just really am. It's like... I'm sick to death of prequel series. Well, folks, I just looked at the time. I've got to get in. Oh, wait, is it a... Yeah. I got to get inside, so please be kind, be calm, be safe. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. Enjoy your weekends. If you want to be here tomorrow morning, unless something drastic happens, we will be back here Saturday morning. Next Saturday has been canceled, though, which is good, but they just moved it a week back because, let's just say, I ain't going to go into it. All right, so take care, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll see you all later.